Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is, well, okay, not today. What's today's date? Somewhere in October, really early in October. Anyways, the point that I'm trying to make is spring has sprung. Spring is finally here, which is really awesome. Everything grows. I'm sure that for a lot of you out there, this is like your favorite time of year. So, with that said, what I want to do today is I want to do a quick repotting, so call it a quick and dirty on repotting a Sarracenia hybrid. Okay, so what I have in front of me is I've already prepared the medium. I will tell you what the mix is and how I've mixed it, and then the reedii, the Sarracenia little plant here. Okay, then what I also I'm going to show you is actually just lifting it out of its pot and placing it into the new pot with the new medium, and then we'll soak it and then place it in its little carnivorous section over there, over yonder. Okay, cool, so let's go. This here is Sarracenia, a Sarracenia reedii hybrid. Now, reedii generally is quite white. This does have some white in it, but as it ages, I have seen a really beautiful red in it, so I'm imagining Leucophylla or something else. If you think you know what it is, then hit me up in the comment section. That'd be very useful. So this little plant is currently in a 7.5 centimeter pot. I'm not sure what that is in inches, but I will put it up on the screen for you so that you can know. Then the pot that I'm going to jump it to is a 12 centimeter pot. Okay, so from here to here. Now, why the big jump? Because this plant gets really top heavy. It gets quite tall and very big, and since spring is here, you can already see all of the new flutes that have come out. And how do I know that this plant is ready to be repotted? Well, take a look on the underside of the pot. So over there you can actually see some of the roots coming out. So to me, that kind of says that this plant needs to come out of its pot. Generally, when a plant does sort of start to creep out the bottom of its pot, I take that as a definite time for repotting. So, okay, let's put that down for a second and talk about the medium. So now, Sarracenias are from the Americas, right? So they grow in marshy areas, wetlands, really. They can handle very low temperatures. They produce really beautiful colors around the top, very stunning flowers, relatively easy to care for. Actually, personally, I think so. They're actually really easy to care for. I find them actually easier than Venus flytraps oftentimes, and especially Drosera as well. But anyways, let's go to the medium. So in this bucket, you will see I have got some really good medium, which is sphagnum, mull sphagnum, and perlite. So the mixture, the ratio that I've used is 50-50. That's what I've used. So literally, if I use, let's say, this container, I'm going to use one of these for perlite and one of these for the sphagnum. And put them together into one container, and that basically is what 50-50 means for those of you who don't know. Okay, cool. So, just to dispel a bit of a myth, so people will say, and I have said this in some of my other videos dealing with carnivorous plants, people have said that you need to wet the medium because it's sphagnum, and sphagnum takes a really long time to wet. That is true. It does take a very long time to wet. As far as wetting it goes, and the whole osmosis, basically movement of water to and from the root system into the surrounding medium, I've not ever had, I've never had mortalities with that, so I don't want to dispel it and say that it's rubbish, because maybe it depends on where you live and the quality of sphagnum that you've got. But honestly speaking, in all the years that I've worked with plants and worked with sphagnum, both South African sphagnum as well as other products and things that you find from all over the world, I've never had that problem. So for me, I think it's purposeless. However, I will say, if you feel uncomfortable and you're worried that your plant might succumb to some sort of injury as a result of not wetting the medium, then by all means, get your medium, get some lukewarm water, and wet it the night before, or even a couple of hours before. If that makes you, if it floats your boat, then that's what you got to do. Okay, I'm not going to do that. So, the medium, we're going to repot it really quickly. So that's your pot. I am literally going to check, right? Then I'm going to take the medium, pour it in, okay, put the plant inside like this, okay, and I'm going to put it slightly in the center, right? Then I'm going to fill it around the outside. It's okay if it gets into the plant. You just basically want to fill the side walls where the gaps are. Okay. And then you kind of push it down a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to get some more and fill it up all the way to the top. So now it looks like I'm planting a pot inside a pot, but there is method to my madness. So, 1 second. Now I'm going to step out of frame just for a second. Literally all I'm going to do now is water it. Okay. Put that down there. Ooh, I'll take this old container just to stand it in there. And then I give it a couple of seconds for the water to actually move through down to the bottom of the pot. And then slowly I'll begin to pop the pot out. And what do you have? Take a look in there. So now you've obviously got a mold. And then this plant here will come out of its pot. So I'll gently squeeze the sides of the pot and pop it out. And put it down into its new home. So I believe that Reedii prefers a bit more perlite than some of the like Sarracenia purpureas and those kinds of things. But again, with all the really expert books and things that give you all this really good information, I really do think that it comes down to, yeah, that's a good guideline, but I think it comes down to your ambient conditions, so where you live and that sort of thing. And then that's that. And then lastly, we're going to get some more rainwater and flood it. And now the water will actually, you can see it's bubbling out the bottom. And that, my friends, is how you repot a Sarracenia. This one here actually has a fly in it, which is alive right now because we've been hearing it buzz around inside the plant. So it's well on its way to catching quite a bit of insects. And yeah, we'll do an update on this in a couple of months and see how this plant's doing just before autumn arrives, so we can see how well it's grown in this medium. Cool, guys, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you could also do that. Catch you in the next episode. Have a good day. Keep gardening, keep your fingers green, and I'll see you next time.